So, welcome to day 4 in the Coaching to Profit series. And Coaching to Profit series, we are showing you everything you need to start a profitable coaching business from scratch. And this series is brought to you by Creators HQ. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about how to create profitable coaching products. So what are the things that are involved if you want to create profitable coaching products? So if this is the first time you are watching this video, so you probably have missed the other part of the series, that's from video 1 to video 2, and then you need to go check the description below. You're going to see the links to all the other videos. Okay, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, because this channel will help you build or show you how to build a profitable coaching business. So if you have a coaching business already and it's not profitable, this is the channel where you're going to be learning how to build a profitable coaching business. We'll talk about advertising, we'll talk about funnels, we'll talk about getting clients and all that stuff. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on all the nice stuff or the amazing stuff that we are going to be dishing out to you in this channel. Okay, so let's talk about coaching products. So what are the different coaching products that you can create as a coach to actually get results from your business, to get good results from your business? Okay, so the first kind of products are what we call the front end or upsell products, right? These are the kind of products that maybe they are ebooks or courses, and these are the kind of products that many course creators create, right? These are the kind of products that many course creators sell. But if you're going into coaching, then you have to take it a step further than just creating ebooks and courses, because coaching is bigger than just creating ebooks and courses. Coaching is more of transformation, is more transformational than just ebooks and courses, right? So the ebooks and courses will just serve as your front end or your upsell product, because it doesn't stop there if you are a coach, right? If you're a course creator, it stops there, but if you're a coach, it doesn't stop there. So the next kind of products you can create are consulting packages, right? Consulting packages. Now, consulting packages can also be in two forms. It can be quick solutions, and then it can be in done for you packages. Now, quick solution consulting are the kind of consulting where people can just come to your website as a coach and you can give them a quick fix. For example, for mine, I have a quick solution package or consulting package where if your funnel is not doing well, your funnel is not producing the kind of result you want it to produce, you can actually book a consulting session with me. So we get to look at your funnels together and see where you got it all wrong. Now, that is just a quick solution package, right? So it can just be like a 1 hour, you pay for a 1 hour consulting where we give you a quick fix to a single problem. So there are people who sometimes they've already done what they need to do, and maybe they need something, they just need one thing to make everything work better. So they can book that consultation sessions with you and then you fix it for them. So it's a quick solution thing. So you have a session on your website where people can actually book those consultation sessions with you and pay for it, right? The second kind of consultation packages are done for you packages. So people can actually say, oh, if you're in the kind of niche where you can actually do it for them, right? You can do everything for them. They don't have to do anything for themselves, like my kind of niche. So there are times where people will say, oh, I don't really need coaching on building sales funnels. I want you to build it for me, right? So that kind of consulting package. So I look at their businesses, I look at the kind of the kind of funnel that would fit right for them in their businesses. I look at the products that they have, I map out the value ladder, and then we begin to build those funnels. Now, that is a done for you consulting package, and that way you are not coaching them on anything. You are only doing that done for you service with them. So the last kind of product are signature programs, and this is just the hallmark of coaching, right? So every coach should have a signature product. If you don't have a signature product as a coach, you are not yet a coach. Now, signature products is the point where you can give your client or your student the highest transformation. It's the point, I'll say that again, where you can give your client or student the highest form of transformation, right? Because you are working with them, you're helping them get results, you're giving them assignments, you're checking what they're doing, you're looking at their progress, you're fixing mistakes for them as they move. So that is where they get the highest form of transformation. And it's always more expensive or more pricey than the ebooks and the courses. The only thing that can be more pricey than the signature program is the done for you package, right? So what are the kind of signature programs you have? You have the one-on-one coaching and you have the group coaching, right? The one-on-one coaching is where you're working with somebody personally. Now you're working with that person personally. You have sessions with that person personally. So the way one-on-one coaching works, or the way signature programs work most time, is always a mix of courses and coaching, right? It's a mix of courses and coaching. So when they pay for your signature program, you give them access to your courses. You give them access to that course they need to go. But aside giving them access to the course, you're working with them. So you're saying, okay, this week you're watching, we are going through model 1, and everybody gets to watch model 1, or the person you're working with, or the one-on-one client you're working with gets to watch model 1, right? At the end of the week, the person is supposed to come with a progress report. So this is after model 1, there's an assignment they're supposed to do, and that's where coaching comes in. There's an assignment they're supposed to do, and they're supposed to report to you with that assignment, right? And then you check the assignments and you look for their mistakes. If there is any, you correct the mistakes and they proceed to model 2. Sometimes if they don't do the assignments on model 1, they don't get to proceed to model 2, right? And if it's a 6 weeks one-on-one program and the client is not proceeding as issued, after 6 weeks, the person has to pay for another round, right? Because you didn't do your assignment when you were supposed to do your assignment, so you get to pay for another round for one-on-one coaching. Now, for group coaching, it's almost like one-on-one coaching, but this time you're working with a group of people at the same time. So you're not working with one person at the same time. And I used to advise people that instead of just doing one-on-one coaching, you do group coaching. So with the group coaching, you have a time where the group coaching is going to start, or it's going to start on the 1st of July, for example, and everybody gets set for that 1st of July. So that 1st of July, you open up the academy or the portal or the learning portal where you have your courses all uploaded in modules, module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, module 5, module 6. That makes it a 6 weeks program. Module 7, module 8, 8 weeks program. Module 12, 12 weeks program. So each week you are taking out one module, right? So each week there's a module and there's always an assignment at the end of the module. So sometimes they get to come with their assignment, then you check the assignment and then you score them and you give them feedback. You give them that feedback. You score them, you give them the feedback. Sometimes they need to redo the assignment before they proceed to module 2. So that way, everybody's on their toes. Everybody is trying to get these things done, because sometimes there are punishments for not getting it done, right? Sometimes there are fines for not getting it done. That's why you're a coach, right? That's why you're a coach. That's why you are helping them get results. You are bringing transformations to their life. You're not just giving them courses. Whether they watch it or not, it's not your business, right? This time it's your business. That's why coaching is more expensive than creating courses, right? So group coaching is like that. You work with them in groups. So every week, instead of working with one person, you have about 10, 20, 30, 50 people come together in a group session, and they're asking you their questions. They are telling you their concerns. They are trying to pour out their mistakes to you so that you can correct them. So every week for probably 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, as the case may be, you are joining them live and then taking their questions and correcting their mistakes. So that's how group coaching works, and it's under the signature program. Like I said, if you're a coach and you don't have a signature program, then you're not really a coach yet. You're not really a coach yet. What you're still doing is probably consulting and course creation. Okay? Now let's look at So that brings us to the value ladder, right? So now you know the different products a coach should have, because that doesn't mean that if you're a coach, you can't create courses. Of course, it doesn't mean that if you're a coach, you can't write ebooks. No, it doesn't mean that if you're a coach, you can't have consulting packages and then the signature program. But what you need to do is to be able to map out all these products in what we call a value ladder. Now, a value ladder will help you see the progress of your business, to help you see where your business is headed, and you have a clear idea of what you are doing in your business. So a value ladder is a method of mapping out your product or service offerings visually in ascending order of value and price. Let me take that again. A value ladder is a method of mapping out your product or service offerings visually in ascending order of value and price. Now, let's look at a proper case study of a value ladder. This was taken from crazyimarketing.com. So I give them that credit. This image was taken from them. Okay, so now this gives us a very clear idea of where our business is going, right? The first thing in your value ladder is usually your lead magnet. For those who are doing lead magnet, and in this case, it can be your webinar, your free webinar, right? And when people sign up for your free webinar, you want to have them take an initial offer, which is what we call a tripwire. So that initial offer is called a tripwire most times. So the tripwire is usually a tiny product that you are not really going to be profitable with that product. So for example, it can be your ebook. Now that tripwire now can be your ebook, right? So you have an ebook and you want people to buy the ebook or to buy the book or even a physical book, right? So it's not usually an expensive product. It's usually a tiny product. And the purpose of this product, the product does two things. The first thing is it helps you to quickly qualify those who are buyers. So those who are signing up for your webinars, it helps you to qualify those that are in the buying mood, those are already buyers, right? And also it helps you to quickly raise funds that you can put back into advertising. It helps you to raise funds that you can put back into advertising. So that's the role that the initial offer plays, right? So sometimes you might not do the lead magnets. There are people who they just sell their book on the front end, like using the book model. When we talk about the book model in video 2, the link is in the description. You can have your book as your front end. So instead of the lead magnet, the freebie, or the webinar, you can have your book. So when people buy your book, you can upsell them into maybe your courses. Then when they buy those courses, you can upsell them into something else, depending on what your value ladder looks like. Then what you also do at the back end is you create some kind of automation so that when people buy this product, they are automatically added to a list where you can then follow up on them and get them up on your ladder. So where you can follow up on them and get them to the top of your ladder, right? Which is like your signature program. Okay. So now let's still use the lead magnet option here. So the lead magnet is a free webinar. After they immediately sign up for the free webinar, before the webinar starts or before the day of the webinar, immediately they sign up for that webinar. I quickly give them, offer them this. It can be my ebook, it can be my course, right? I quickly offer them this. So immediately they sign up for that webinar, they get a mail also telling them, oh, well, welcome to the webinar, and everything, right? But I let them know the day the webinar is going to be holding. If possible, give them the link to the webinar and let them know the day the webinar is holding. Now, logically, during the webinar, I'm supposed to sell this product here. But during the webinar, don't make the mistake of selling this product here. After your webinar, what you should pitch after your webinar is your signature program. That is the purpose of doing that webinar. It's not to sell maybe your course, it's not to sell any other thing. The purpose of the webinar is to sell your signature program. But of course, not everybody who attend the webinar is going to buy that program because the automation is going around in the background. So as people buy, they are being removed from the webinar list and added to the to the customer list, right? So you know those who are buyers. So those who still remain in the webinar list, they are going to, you can then promote other things. Maybe they didn't buy your signature program, maybe because they're not ready for it, or maybe they don't have the money yet to buy that signature program. You can then downsell them. You can then downsell them to the other product. That's your first tier product, which is this, or your second tier product. Now, so that's what happens. For those who buy your signature program, they are automatically removed from that list. So those are the automations that will go in between. So that's why it's important that you have a clear picture, which is a value ladder of where your business is headed. From the beginning, where people are signing up for your webinar, right to the very end, where people are getting access to your signature program. Okay. So now, what are the tools that you need for product creation? Now, you already know that, oh, I'm going to be writing an ebook for my front end. I'm going to be creating courses for my front end. I'm going to be creating a signature program. So what are the things that I need to be able to do this, to be able to deliver this properly? So for your ebook, of course, you can type out your stuff on Microsoft Word, and you can also use Canva to do your stuff, right? To create your ebooks. But the easiest way for me, for people who don't like to write, you can do a video or an audio of the book content. So just take the video, the audio of the book content, do the audio, and outsource it to a transcriber. So what the transcriber would do, the transcriber is going to pick that video or that audio and put it into text. And that is, they are transcribing that audio or video into text for you. Now you take out that text and you give it to an editor to properly edit it and all that. Then you can give it to a graphics designer to format and create your book for you. So that way you have a book all set to go. And you can get all these guys on Fiverr, really cheaply on Fiverr, with about $100 or so. Yes, about $100 or to $200. You can get your book all set, right, without writing it yourself. All you just need to do is a video, and they do this transcribing for you. With an hour video, you can get about 100 pages of your book, or less, or maybe 60 something to 80 something pages of that book. So you can just speak your book to life using video or an audio. Like these videos I'm doing, I can then decide to give it to a transcriber to transcribe and create and make it into a book for me. Then that's for creating books. So for creating courses, all you just need to do is you can record with your camera if you are comfortable facing the camera, and if you have maybe nice backgrounds and all that, you can use your camera to record your courses. That's fine. Or you can get a professional videographer to do that for you. But if not, you can just record your screen, just like I'm doing right now, with tools like Camtasia or Loom. So Loom is actually quite cheap. I think it's about $15 monthly. Camtasia is almost $300 every year. But you can go with Loom, which is about $15 monthly, and record your videos. So when you record your videos, you would need to deliver it with an LMS like LearnDash, Teachable, ClickFunnels, and the likes, right? So for me, I use LearnDash to deliver my courses. LearnDash works with WordPress, and that's what we use to deliver the courses. You can use Teachable to deliver your courses and other tools like that. Now, if you're also doing group coaching and one-on-one coaching, you might need to actually deliver with an LMS like LearnDash. I need to deliver, because they, aside the weekly calls, that's what we call it in group coaching or one-on-one, weekly calls that you have with your student, you need them to go watch the video somewhere, right? You need them to go watch the video somewhere, and the LMS would help you do just that. Then if you're going to be doing consultation and group and one-on-one coaching, you know that for your group calls, for your one-on-one calls, for your consultation calls, you are going to be, you can use something like Zoom or Google Meet. So Zoom and Google Meet will work perfectly for those kind of calls, right? So those are just the little tiny tools that you need to get this all running. Yeah, you might need other landing page tools, maybe creating your landing pages and your funnels, like landing page tools like ClickFunnels, Thrive Architect, Elementor. So you can learn how to use one of these tools, probably on YouTube. Of course, you're going to see a lot of videos on YouTube on how to actually use any of these tools that I just mentioned, and then you can use those tools to create your funnels. Then for email delivery, or if you're going to be using WhatsApp, for WhatsApp, there's a tool called Ramation. For email delivery, there's so many: ConvertKit, BirdSend, GetResponse, Aweber, SendForks, SendLane, so many of them, MailChimp, so many of them. So you can just pick one of them and use it for your email delivery. So when people sign up for your webinars, they can get access to the emails, right? You can have that email follow-up that follows up on them, and then reminds them to attend your webinar. And also after the webinar, you can also follow up on them and get them to buy your product, right? So those are the tools that you need to actually get started with your product creation and delivery. So now let's talk about how to make your coaching program premium and on Googleable. So yes, I know that there's no word like on Googleable, but let's use it for now. Let's just get that word. Let's use it for now. Okay, so there are sometimes you see coaching programs, and the coaching programs are selling for as high as $50,000, $20,000, $10,000, and you're wondering how those guys are able to command those fees. Yes, they've worked for it. Many of them have worked for it. They've worked themselves up the ladder. So if you're just starting, you might not put your price at $10,000 or $5,000 because nobody knows you in the market. So you might come with a penetrative strategy, right? Penetrative pricing to actually get people in quickly, give them results so that they can give you feedback. They can give you testimonials, right? Because the testimonial is always very powerful for you going forward. So as you work, help people get results, request for those testimonials, get them to give you testimonials. If possible, do interviews with them, right? Ask them questions, ask them where they got those transformations, because those kind of testimonials are usually very powerful. But beyond that, there are certain things that your coaching program should have. That's what makes you stand out from the other course creators, right? That will make people see you as premium, and it makes people see you as, oh, this product, I can't get it on Google, because sometimes people believe that everything is on Google, right? So what are the things that will make your coaching program premium and on Googleable? The first one is templates. So when you're giving out coaching programs, you want to give people your templates, those things that you used in your business that gave you awesome results. So for me, I can just say, okay, I'm giving you 50 designs, 50 landing page templates that you can just replicate, right? You don't have to start creating those things from scratch. These templates, they've actually given me results. I've gotten so many results from using these templates, but I'm giving you this template so that you can also get the awesome results I'm getting. So you can give them so that they can model their businesses after yours, right? So templates, when you're giving them your templates, they can't Google that. It's not something they can get anywhere. It's your templates. It's your personal template that you're passing down to them, so people cannot get it anywhere. Now, the second one is scripts. So scripts that are giving you results over the years. So probably you are teaching them cold emailing, right? So 20 cold emailing scripts that are giving you the biggest results, or that has made you millions of dollars, right? And you're giving them those email scripts. You're telling them you don't need to write it yourself. Just use my script. This script has done millions of dollars. Just model it and use it for your own business. So you're giving them your script, the script you have used over the years that have given you the best result. The next kind of thing you can give them are worksheets. Worksheets are just workbooks that they can practice as they learn for probably assignment purposes. Now, another thing you can give them is personal access to you. So coaching, most times they have this personal touch. They have this personal access to their coaches. It might not be you as the owner of the program. You might have coaches that they can reach out to And then there's this personal touch. So they are not just left alone like many courses. That's not what you can get on. You can't get that on Google, right? You can't get that on Google because it's personal. It's personal, right? Another thing is, the coaches give network access. So they give you access to their network. So they give you access to their solution providers. They give you access to their suppliers. They give you access to their graphics designers. They give you access to they give you access to a lot of things, to their network, to those that are making that success happen for them. So they're giving you access to those networks. Guess what? That's not what you can get on Google. So if you like, go on Google for the next 50 years, you're not going to get that on Google except the person will pass that thing down to you personally, right? Then there are other unique tools and unique items, like you can actually now make the program structured in a way that they have assignments, you're checking the assignments, you're correcting the assignments, you are correcting their mistakes, you are making sure that they get results every week. They have something to hold on to every single week. So you can see how you can structure your products so that your product is premium, so that people would pay premium, will be happy to pay premium to you for your coaching program. Okay, so that's that for today's episode. We are going to be having the final episode tomorrow where we talk about different things. We are talking about, what if my launch doesn't go well? What do I do? Those kind of things that we'll be talking about. Then we'll talk about the different types of automation you can use in your business to get better results from your coaching. And we'll talk about retargeting customers. When should you retarget? And how can you even retarget and all that. Then we might delve a little bit into email marketing and follow-up sequence. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss all the value that will be coming to you. And if you missed the other videos, you can check below this video. You're going to see the link to other videos so that you can catch up on them. So my name is Ike Okolie, and I'm going to be seeing you in the next video.